Good evening. When Pudo reached out to me to ask me to talk about my idea of home, and he's asked me to try and shorten it in the time that we have. When I think of home, I think of a place I used to want to stay away from, a place where people used to fight every single day, a place I actually hated to be in. I used to look forward to days when schools are going to open because I was tired of watching my parents fight every now and then and being battered myself. And I can't even express what it took for me to imagine I didn't have to be the same way as they were or as they still are. But for a man, when you're growing up, your father is supposed to be your best friend, right? So where do you go when he's your abuser? Where do you start? Which men do you want to talk to? And you get outside and everything is so cold that you're expected to be strong, knowledgeable, moneyed, always knowing what to do. When I was in my mid-20s, I used to ask myself those questions. Who am I? Am I supposed to be like my dad just because I'm a man? And who defines masculinity for me? It felt like the God I read in the Bible was so far away, so far away. Where was he when we were being battered in that home? Where was he when my mother was praying for sleepless nights in that house? Where was he? So this man who was supposed to teach me how to be a man, where was he? And the priests and the pastors didn't say anything. They didn't help. And so when I was marking through those 20s with depression and anxiety and PTSD, I was very lucky to have met a group of friends that taught me what love is. And surprisingly, they were men, you know. And sometimes when I think about the existence of God, sometimes I think that thing sent me those people. Because I know we usually say nobody will come to save you, right? But friends do. Friends do save us. Sometimes lovers do. Sometimes it's even strangers, people. So I only had one message, especially for the men here. If we grew up with distant dads or absent fathers, or if you never met your father at all, and the world is telling you this is what you have to do to be a man, this is what a man is, and blah, 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 blah. The greatest gift you can give yourself is to define yourself for you. And you have to develop and recreate the life you want to live. And with the right help, we don't have to repeat what we saw in our homes. So while I grew up in a very violent space, my house today is the heaven I've created here. And that's my home now. Thank you.